Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pay-Per-View Breakdown. My name is John Basilio, and this time we have Hell in a Cell. You gotta say it like that, because, it wouldn't be the same if you said it. Hell in a Cell. It just wouldn't be the same. It just wouldn't be the same B pay-per-view that it's just a filler. Pretty much. But anyway, we have Hell in a Cell this Sunday, and it should be a pretty decent pay-per-view since there's Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins inside a cell. That's fun. I heard there's something after in the main event, but I don't think I'll stick around for that. I think I've seen it, but we'll get to that. Let's run down the card, and let's not forget, Hell in a Cell is in the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. So, Texas crowd, that should be, in theory, pretty good. Anyway, let's run down the card and break down this pay-per-view. First off, Big Show versus Rusev. Is it just me, or is anyone else cheering for Rusev at this point? Like, straight, yeah, he's the good guy in here. And don't get me wrong, I have no problem with America, and I'm no communist, but I just don't see the thing of, yeah, they go out and attack America, and that's kind of a dick move, but, people can be dicks and still be good people. I mean, look at CM Punk. The fact that he's going out and saying he loves his country and stuff, and then gets beat up by two huge dudes who don't like his opinion, that doesn't sound like a heel to me. That sounds like a guy's getting bullied. And here's the thing. Big Show and Mark Henry are coming out and attacking him 2-on-1. And I'm like, are these guys supposed to be babyfaces? What the hell? They're 2-on-1 against one guy. And they're keeping him down. No shit. It's 2-on-1 and you're two super heavyweights. And Rusev's not small, but come on. Look at the massive humanity that's taking him down. It's like, Jesus, he's not a heel. Rusev can't be a heel in a 2-on-1 situation. I mean, if it was like two normal-sized dudes against a bigger fellow like Rusev, because he's big, but next to Big Show and Mark Henry, he looks small. This just doesn't make sense. Now, will Big Show be the one to finally bring an end to the winning streak of Rusev? Nah, I don't think so. So, Rusev wins, and hopefully the crowd cheers, because he's the fucking babyface in this story. He really is. I'm telling you. Look it up. Next up, Intercontinental Championship 2 out of 3 falls match, Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so very happy with this match. I'm glad I get to see this match Sunday. Because it's Ziggler. It's Cesaro. It's 2 out of 3 falls. So, we all know how good Cesaro can be in those kind of matches. And Ziggler's no Sami Zayn, but he's pretty damn good. So, with the Intercontinental Championship on the line, the only thing that really bothers me here is the fact that last month Cesaro was fighting for the US Championship, and now The Miz is fighting for the US Championship, who last month was fighting for the Intercontinental Championship. So, essentially, they just swapped contenders. Is there anyone else? Isn't there anyone else that can challenge for these titles? Does it have to be The Miz and Cesaro? There can't be a Bo Dallas, a Kofi Kingston. Yeah, these are contenders that wouldn't win, but it would be different. Other than that, I have no problem with Cesaro being in title matches, but come on, give him something. Right now he's just you need someone to have a good match with. Here's Cesaro. Someone to fight against a champion and lose in a title match. Here's Cesaro. And that sucks, because he deserves a lot more. Now, I bet this is going to be one of the matches of the night. I'm not gonna say it will be the match of the night because, well, we have Ambrose and Rollins in a cell. Only because of that, I'll say this will be second best match of the night, and I have high expectations for it. Now for the winner, I'm willing to say I can see Cesaro coming out of it, but in the end, I'll probably pick Ziggler first. Next up, WWE Tag Team Championship, Goldust and Stardust versus the Usos. Who gives a shit? No, seriously, who gives a crap about this match? Tag Team division's been just there. It's there. It's pretty much like the United States Championship. And funnily enough, they've been involved a lot in six-man tag team matches. The tag champs, the United States champion, they've been involved in six-man tag matches, and that's how they've been active. They have matches. Yay! Is there a story? Is there a number one contenders match? Is there more than, oh, they beat the champions in a non-title match? Give them a title match. Where are the number one contenders matches? We need those. There's one in the main event. We need those for the mid card as well. In the end, I think it's too soon to take the titles off of Goldust and Stardust. And despite the Usos starting to become the John Cena's of the tag team division, I don't think they'll make it with the titles this night. Next up, United States Championship. It's Sheamus versus Miz. Another title that, honestly, who gives a crap? I'll say I can see Miz winning, just so next night on Raw, Damien Mizdow can come out with a replica United States Championship. That would be sweet, and if it gives the Miz and Sandow something else to work with, that's fine by me, because if the Miz is busy, Sandow's busy, and that just entertained the hell out of me. Next up, Brie Bella versus Nikki Bella. Stipulation in this match is the loser gets to be the winner's bitch. Who gives a crap? This storyline should be done by now. This should be the last match. But it's not gonna be, because after this, there's gonna be a month where we see the winner going, yeah, and here's my bitch, and I'm gonna do mean stuff to her, and because of that stipulation, of course Nikki Bella's gonna win, because she's the heel, and she's gonna belittle Brie, and oh, and you're a bad sister, and I'm gonna do mean things to you because you're my bitch. Bitch. She's her bitch. That's entertainment for you, folks. That's WWE. Anyway, in the stipulation, funnily enough, it says if the loser chooses to not take the abuse, she has to leave WWE. So either she becomes a bitch or she walks out. So I find funny that they put that in the, oh, by the way, if she doesn't want to be her sister's bitch, she can just quit. So it might be saying, yeah, that's going to happen. Someone's going to quit. I don't really give a crap either way. So let's just get this thing over with. Find some way to end this rivalry. Like, fuck me. Have another match in the next pay-per-view, and finally put that to an end. Put Brie over, and she can go, and they can go their separate ways before reuniting once again. I spent way too much time talking about this stupid match. Let's move on. Divas title, AJ versus Paige. This is a match actually worth talking about. I've been kind of okay with the old bringing Alicia Fox as Paige's BFF. That's fine by me. As for this match, there's the thing that starting exactly at the same time Hell in a Cell is going on, this week's 2 episodes of Total Divas will be going on as well, and Paige and Alicia Fox have joined the cast starting this Sunday. uh, maybe not this Sunday. This is the mid-season finale, and I don't know. I watch Total Divas, but I barely know what's going on because every episode it gets harder to get focused. Uh, but here's the thing: since Paige is going to be introduced into the um, the show, it's plausible that she wins the Divas title since the show has been recorded for a few months back. Right now, they're right up until SummerSlam. I can't even remember if she was champion on SummerSlam, but I can see something like them giving the championship to Paige, and then on the show she's showing up like, "Oh, hi, I'm Paige. I'm new to the show, and I'm the Divas champion." Just so so they keep the continuity, just for that. Other than that, I see no reason why AJ should lose it. But as far as I'm concerned, they can keep trading title matches. But from this point forward, let's try to spice things up a little bit. A stipulation to one of their matches, future matches, I mean, would be good. Just a tiny thing like special referee, no DQ. Yeah, it's Divas match, but it could work. False count anywhere. Steel cage would be an awesome end to this rivalry, honestly. And now to the match I really, really, really want to talk about. Hell in a Cell match, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. This is what I want to see. This is really what I want to see. This is the match I'm hoping that will steal the show and has no reason not to. It's Dean Ambrose, it's Seth Rollins. These guys are going to steal the show, and my expectations are sky high. And so should yours be. It really should. I hope this is going to be a drag out brawl, weapons, a lot of use of the cell, but of course we can't forget there's another match on the card with the same cell, so they can't do the same shit. So some have to do some things, and the others have to do other things. So they're limiting each other by having two cell matches, and in order to the matches not being like the same, it's limiting they're limiting each other. So it's going to be a tough task for both pairs of opponents, but I'm hoping this match will steal the show. Who's coming out on top? I hope it's Seth Rollins, just so this rivalry goes on, because I only see this rivalry ending or coming to a hiatus when Dean Ambrose finally beats Seth Rollins. This is not a rivalry where they trade victories. Now, this is a point. This only comes to an end when Dean Ambrose pins or makes Rollins submit. When he has him down, that's when he'll be the winner. Other than that, there's going to be the Authority, there's going to be Kane, there's going to be Orton, there's going to be Triple H, there's going to be cheating, and Rollins will come out on top. But Dean will not stop coming. And he will one day get that win. And that's what makes it so Rollins can keep on winning in these crucial matches. And then one day, we know Ambrose will get he'll get his win. And that's what we're waiting for, and I hope it's not in Hell in a Cell. Too soon. I want this thing to drag out for as long as possible, because it's Dean fucking Ambrose and Seth fucking Rollins, and they rock. They're the best reason to watch WWE today, and I hope they keep this going. And finally, in the double main event, but this is really the main event, Hell in a Cell number one contenders match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, John Cena versus Randy Orton, 563. Yay! We've seen this match. Now, this is in the main event. It's not been announced as the main event. I'm placing this as the last match, hence the real main event, because there's a number one contendership here for the World Heavyweight Championship. If it wasn't for that, this match has no reason to be in the main event. Cena lost against Ambrose in a contract on a pole match. And what does the authority do? Oh, okay, so Cena lost the right to be in one match, so we'll put him in the main event, in the same match type, and we'll give him a shot for the number one contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship. That makes sense, right? That makes a lot of sense. Other than that, yeah, it's Cena and it's Orton. They're bigger stars than Ambrose and Rollins. And this is pretty simple. The casual fans. Oh, WWE pay-per-view this Sunday. Well, who's fighting? Well, we have Ambrose and Rollins are in a really heated rivalry, and they're going to be inside Hell in a Cell. I don't really know those guys. Well, there's also John Cena and Randy Orton. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember Cena. Yeah. Oh, and Orton. Oh, okay, I'll watch. Because they're the biggest stars, and they bring more people in. I mean, it is what it is. We know what the heart and soul of Raw right now. It's Ambrose and Seth Rollins. They're the main attraction. But John Cena and Randy Orton, they're the top guys. It is what it is. I'm not mad that Brock's not on this show. Honestly, I wasn't expecting him to be anyway, so I'm not disappointed. And people say he's only coming back on the Rumble. That's fine by me. But yeah, number one contenders match. It should be the main event, and I'm hoping in the pay-per-views that Brock isn't on, there should be a big match to compensate for the fact there is no world champion present. There should be a big match. So Survivor Series, we should have a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. TLC number one contendership on the line again. Not sure how that would work again, but maybe this time put Ambrose and Rollins in the main event and say put Rollins the Money in the Bank case on the line, because it has happened. And oh, I almost forgot. I have to pick a winner. Let's say Orton, and Cena will challenge him on the Rumble, and let's say Brock does come back for Survivor Series and takes out Randy Orton. They've been saying they want to turn Orton face, so here's a good reason. But other than that, I'm not even sure I'm going to watch the whole thing, because it's going to be late here in Portugal. So it's going to be 3 in the morning by the time this match ends, and I'd rather be asleep by that point. So I'll probably just watch up until this thing starts. So as soon as I hear John Cena's music, I'm out of here. Probably not. I'm a wrestling fan after all. But anyway, what are you going to do? Are you going to watch John Cena and Randy Orton again and again, then, now, and forever? What are your expectations of Hell in a Cell? How awesome do you think Ambrose and Rollins are going to be? Is it super awesome? Because that's the right answer. Anyway, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the feedback you've been sending me. This has gone on for a little bit, but hey, I like to ramble sometimes. As always, be sure to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/smartdownofficial. It's my official Facebook page. I usually post that in Portuguese, but feel free to shoot me a message anytime you want and ask me questions. And if you want to put an ad on this show, feel free to contact me about it. And of course, this pay-per-view breakdown could not have happened without the support of Is Wrestling News. It's a hybrid news site. It's in Portuguese and in English, so be sure to check it out. Go to iswrestlingnews.blogspot.pt. That's it for me. Next up we have, is it Survivor Series? Yeah, I think it is. That should be a fun one. It's one of the big four after all. I'll see you then. Take care.